Welcome to QuizMe, presented by CNC. On today's show, our final first round matchup as Fraser Lake takes on the team from Hart Highlands. Let's head to the CKPG studios and join Quizmaster Catherine Hansen.
Welcome to QuizMe. Let's get straight to the questions. We'll start off with snappers. Which food do you eat off the cob? Hart Highlands.
Corn.
Right. Which fairy tale princess was trapped in a tower? Fraser Lake.
Rapunzel.
Right. In the Harry Potter movies, who played Hermione Granger? Hart Highlands.
Emma Watson.
Yes. What is the most common blood type? Hart Highlands.
Be positive.
No. Fraser Lake, would you like to try? Go ahead.
O positive.
That's correct. Eastern Standard Time and Mountain Standard Time are separated by how many hours? Hart Highlands.
2.
Yes. Who wrote Hamlet? Lear. Hart Highlands?
Shakespeare.
Yes. The Gobi Desert was the site of many cities along which major trade route between Europe and the Orient? Hart Highlands.
The Silk Road.
Yes. Name the Canadian who received the Nobel Prize for Peace in 1957 for his...
Pearson.
Yes, that's correct. If you fly from Vancouver to Tokyo, what ocean do you pass over? Fraser Lake.
Atlantic.
No, I'm sorry. Hart Highlands?
Pacific.
Correct. New Delhi is the capital of which country? Hart Highlands?
India.
Yes. Our first video question of the game is hosted by a QuizMe alumni.
Hi, I'm Marissa, and I was on the Van Bien QuizMe team. My question for you is, which series of lakes shared between Canada and the U.S. holds 21% of the world's fresh water?
Fraser Lake.
The Great Lakes.
That's correct. The score after our first set of questions, Fraser Lake at 30, Hart Highlands at 80. Join us for more QuizMe after this.
QuizMe, presented by CNC, is brought to you in part by Diversified Transportation for all your transportation needs, bringing our communities safely home. QuizMe, presented by CNC, brought to you in part by Joey's Restaurant, a tasty little place for seafood.
Let's meet today's teams and the players. From Fraser Lake, we have Mason, Logan, and Ariana. And on the Hart Highlands team, Garnet, Carrie, and Ava. Our judge for today's match is Todd Whitcomb from UNBC. We're moving on to theme questions. These are a series of questions on the same topic. The following questions are about the International Space Station. The ISS is a joint venture between Europe, the US, Russia, Japan, and what other country? Hart Highlands.
China.
No. Fraser Lake?
The United States.
The answer, Canada. It is built from a series of modules and powered by what? Hart Highlands.
Solar power.
Yes. How many Canadian astronauts have lived aboard the ISS? Hart Highlands.
1.
No. Fraser Lake, 2, 3, or 7? Go ahead.
7.
The answer, 3. The following questions are about South American countries. What country occupies the southern tip of South America? Hart Highlands.
Of South America. Venezuela.
Sorry, incorrect. Fraser Lake, would you like to try? Go ahead.
Brazil.
The answer, Chile. Which country is the largest in South America? Hart Highlands.
Brazil.
Yes. Name one of the 2 landlocked countries in South America. Hart Highlands.
Brazil and Colombia.
Sorry, over to Fraser Lake. Would you like to try?
Argentina and Chile.
The answer, Bolivia or Paraguay. Which South American country lays claim to the Galapagos Islands? Hart Highlands.
Chile.
Sorry, incorrect. Over to Fraser Lake. Go ahead.
Argentina.
The answer, Ecuador. For our next video question, we head to the Central Interior Railway and Forestry Museum.
This huge piece of equipment is used to turn train engines around. It has the same name as what we play vinyl records on. What is the name?
Hart Highlands.
Turntable.
Yes, that's correct. Our next category of questions is about science. What is the largest mammal to roam North America? Hart Highlands?
Polar bear.
Sorry. Fraser Lake? Go ahead.
Moose.
The answer, the bison. In human blood, white blood cells are part of the immune system and fight disease. What do red blood cells do? Hart Highlands.
Supply oxygen to the body.
Yes. Most food is composed of 5 different types of compounds: vitamins, fats, carbohydrates, minerals, and what other component? Hart Highlands.
Sugars.
No. Over to Fraser Lake.
Fibers.
The answer, proteins. On the Origin of Species, explained the theory of evolution by natural selection. Who wrote this book? Hart Highlands.
Charles Darwin.
Yes. Fresh or salt? Which type of water makes up an iceberg? Hart Highlands.
Salt.
Sorry, incorrect. Fraser Lake.
Fresh water.
Yes. Although we don't need as much in our diet as we might eat, these compounds are important for growing muscles. Hart Highlands.
Proteins.
Yes. Chloroplasts are the center for photosynthesis in plants. What color do these appear to be? Hart Highlands.
Green.
Yes. What term is used to refer to the movement of one body around another? Hart Highlands.
Orbit.
Correct. What do scientists call the smallest particle of an element? Hart Highlands.
An atom.
Yes. When it is spring in Australia, what season is it in Canada? Hart Highlands.
Fall.
Right. Light can be broken down into green, blue, and what other primary color?
Red.
Yes, that is correct. What is the most abundant and simplest element in the universe? Hart Highlands.
Hydrogen.
Yes, that's correct. A video question wraps up the science category presented by Professor Todd Whitcomb.
The Earth orbits the Sun once per year. What force keeps the Earth and all the other planets in their orbits?
Hart Highlands.
Gravity.
That's right. Back to snappers now. On what tree would you find acorns? Fraser Lake.
Pine.
No. Hart Highlands.
Evergreen.
The answer, oak. How many consonants are in the English alphabet? Hart Highlands.
20.
Sorry, incorrect. Fraser Lake. The answer is 21. There are 24 hours in a day. How many hours are there in a week? Hart Highlands?
24 times 7.
Throwing it over to Fraser Lake now. Would you like to try? The answer there, 168. Which northern BC culture utilizes sweat lodges? Hart Highlands.
Inuit.
No, not the answer we're looking for. Fraser Lake. The answer, First Nations. Paleontologists now believe that many dinosaurs had what sort of covering? Hart Highlands.
Feathers.
Yes. Maiasaura gathered together in large colonies to lay their eggs. What does Maiasaurus mean? Hart Highlands.
Birds.
No. Fish. Fraser Lake.
Duckbill.
The answer, mother lizard. The mythological Greek character Icarus fell to his death after flying too close to what, Hart Highlands?
The sun.
Yes. Like ancient Egyptians, the Inca civilization was known for doing what with its dead? Hart Highlands.
Mummification.
Right. How many months have 28 days? Fraser Lake.
1.
No, not the answer we're looking for, Hart Highlands.
All.
Yes. Only 17 syllables are used to make these Japanese poems. Hart Highlands.
Haiku.
Yes. Legend has it that Noah's Ark came to rest near the mountains of Ararat in which country? Hart Highlands.
Israel.
No. Over to Fraser Lake.
Norway.
The answer, Turkey. Do fish breathe water? Fraser Lake.
No.
Yes. His real name is Peter Gene Hernandez. You probably know him best for his song with Mark Ronson. Hart Highlands?
Bruno Mars.
That's right. The score now, Fraser Lake at 50, Hart Highlands 270. Join us for more QuizMe after this break.
And now, a school feature on QuizMe, presented by CNC.
Hi, we're your QuizMe team from Fraser Lake Elementary. We're going to show you our school. Over several weeks, our grade 6-7 classes brought in these donated bottle caps to make this wonderful piece of art.
Welcome to our library. We have a wide variety of books, such as nonfiction, fiction, graphic novels, and action and adventure. It's also a great place to study.
In Fraser Lake, our playground has a very wide variety of activities to do. It was also fundraised and donated by some of our students.
Here at Plus, we have many wonderful sports to choose from, such as volleyball, floor hockey, handball, and basketball.
Thanks for visiting Fraser Lake Elementary, home of the Cougars.
QuizMe, presented by CNC, is brought to you in part by Great White Toys Comics Games. At Great White, it's always a good time to play. We return to QuizMe, presented by CNC, with another school feature.
Welcome to Hart Highlands, home of the Huskies. Let us give you a tour. This is the gym where the Huskies rock their sports teams. We have basketball, volleyball, and track and field teams.
We also have lots of music at our school.
Our school is lucky to have huge outdoor grow beds where we grow vegetables for the soups and salads our students make. During the winter, we use indoor towers to grow things like kale and lettuce.
Each year, we work hard to fundraise for good causes. Our grade 7s recently ran mini businesses to raise money to upgrade school garden plots.
We also have great outdoor space. We love playing Man Tracker on the wild trails of our school. Man Tracker!
Thanks for visiting our Hart Highlands, home of the Huskies. Woof!
It's time now for the math category. For the numbers 15, 17, 21, 21, 21, 36, and 42, what is the mode? Hart Highlands.
7.
No, not the answer we're looking for. Fraser Lake? Go ahead.
3.
The answer is 21. 48 divided by 6 divided by 8 equals what? Hart Highlands.
1.
Yes. What is 54 divided by 9? Hart Highlands.
6.
Yes. Driving at 30 kilometers per hour for 30 minutes, how far would you go? Hart Highlands.
15 kilometers.
Yes. 16 times 16, or 16 squared, is equal to what? Hart Highlands. Over to Fraser Lake. The answer, 256. Negative 4 plus negative 8 adds up to what number? Hart Highlands.
Positive 12.
No. Fraser Lake?
Negative 12.
Yes. 9 minus 4 plus 9 equals what? Hart Highlands.
13.
No. Fraser Lake? Go ahead.
14.
Yes. At 5 gigs of memory on each flash drive, how many gigs would you have if you had 3 dozen flash drives? Hart Highlands.
36.
No. Fraser Lake, would you like to try? The answer, 180 gigs. If a person weighs 1/10 of a ton, how many kilograms is that? Hart Highlands?
100.
Yes. What is 11 times 26? Hart Highlands? Over to Fraser Lake. The answer, 286. How many zeros are there in the number 350,000? Hart Highlands.
5.
No. Fraser Lake. The answer there is 4. Time now for our next video question presented by a research professor from UNBC.
Hi, my name is Sarah Gray, and I'm a faculty member with the Northern Medical Program at UNBC. My question for you is, Frederick Banting and Charles Best were part of the team of scientists who discovered insulin in 1922. What country were they from?
Hart Highlands.
Canada.
That's right. Let's test your language skills next with English class. Rearrange the letters in the word unite to give a word for undoing a knot. Hart Highlands.
Untie.
Yes. What is a novella? Hart Highlands.
Latin American TV show.
Sorry. Over to Fraser Lake. Go ahead.
A short story.
Yes. Henry was as tall as a giraffe. Is this a simile?
Simile.
Yes. What is the preposition in the sentence? Grandma always gives us a candy before we go. Hart Highlands.
Before.
Yes. Heir or heir. Spell the word that means a person who inherits property or rank.
H-E-I-R.
Yes. How many lines are there in a limerick? Hart Highlands?
5.
Yes. Every Mother's Day, my family takes Mom out for brunch. Spell the word brunch. Fraser Lake?
B-R-U-N-C-H.
Yes. What is the adverb in the sentence? He could list all of the provincial capitals perfectly. Hart Highlands?
Perfectly.
Yes. Rearrange the letters in the word pooled to get a popular breed of dog. Hart Highlands?
Poodle.
Yes. What is the adjective in the sentence? Our new roses bloomed yellow. Hart Highlands?
No.
Right. It was very noticeable that Jack had not studied for the test as he received a mark of only 40%. Spell the word noticeable. Hart Highlands?
N-O-T-I-C-E-A-B-L-E.
That's correct. Our next video question is hosted by Joel Ewert, a QuizMe alumni and a Paralympic hopeful.
In sledge hockey, how many sticks does one player use while on the ice?
Fraser Lake?
2.
That's right. Time now for our image gallery. We'll show you some pictures and ask you questions about them. This particular subspecies of big cats is endangered. Fraser Lake?
Snow leopard.
Yes. His career began on the Mickey Mouse Club, but this Canadian actor has appeared in many movies, including First Man as Neil Armstrong. Go ahead.
Ryan Gosling.
Yes. A berry native to the Middle East. The name pomegranate actually means apple with many what? Hart Highlands?
Seeds.
Yes. Mauna Kea is the world's tallest mountain if you measure from the sea floor. It is found on what island? Hart Highlands?
Hawaii.
Yes. The oldest legislative building in Canada, in one of Canada's oldest cities. What is the capital of Nova Scotia? Hart Highlands?
Halifax.
Yes. This traditional dish is made using a sheep's stomach. Fraser Lake?
Haggis.
Yes. Unscramble these letters to get a very close relative of ours.
Alligator.
No. Fraser Lake?
Gorilla.
Right. This Canadian rapper's song, God's Plan. Fraser Lake?
Drake.
Yes. Black Panther is the alter ego of T'Challa, king and protector of what fictional realm?
Wakanda.
Yes. Part of the larger constellation Ursa Major, this group of stars is known as what? Hart Highlands.
The Big Dipper.
Right. Our last video question of the game is presented by CKPG-TV news anchor Kendall Robertson.
In February 2019, Prince George hosted the World Paranordic Skiing Championships, which featured Paralympic athletes competing in numerous skiing and shooting events. It was held at what local facility?
Hart Highlands.
Otway.
Yes, that's correct. We'll finish up now with snappers. 10 points for each. In the book, what type of animal was Black Beauty? Hart Highlands.
Horse.
Yes. What is the most common language spoken in Central America? Hart Highlands?
Spanish.
Correct. A Chinese crested is a breed of what type of animal? Hart Highlands?
Bird.
No. Fraser Lake?
Lizard.
The answer, a dog. What fabled home are the dwarves seeking in The Hobbit? Hart Highlands?
What fabled home was the dwarves seeking in The Hobbit? Mount Doom.
No. Fraser Lake, would you like to try?
The Lonely Mountain.
Yes. William Shakespeare lived over 400 years ago in which country? Hart Highlands?
England.
Yes. Canada's official summer sport is what? Hart Highlands?
Lacrosse.
Yes. The electromagnetic spectrum extends from gamma rays to radio waves. IR is an abbreviation for what region?
Infrared.
Yes. What is the name of Winnie the Pooh's donkey friend? Hart Highlands?
Eeyore.
Correct. Where in your body would you find phalanges? Hart Highlands?
Fingers.
Yes. The Okanagan has Ogopogo. Scotland has which lake monster? Hart Highlands?
Loch Ness.
Yes. Who is the patron saint of Ireland? Hart Highlands?
Oh, St. Patrick.
Yes. Over what city stands the statue of Christ the Redeemer? Hart Highlands?
Rio de Janeiro.
Yes. What type of fish is Nemo? Hart Highlands?
Clownfish.
Yes. At the end of Bagshot Row in Hobbiton, you would find what residence belonging to Bilbo and Frodo? Fraser Lake.
Bag End.
Yes. Which is longer, a game of American football, Canadian football, or English football? Hart Highlands?
English.
Yes. What is a whale's nose sometimes called? Hart Highlands.
Blowhole.
That's correct. And that was our last question of the game. We'll be back after a short break.
QuizMe, presented by CNC. The UNBC video questions are brought to you by the University of Northern BC. Visit us at unbc.ca. QuizMe, presented by CNC, bringing people and potential together for 50 years.
Our judge has confirmed the final score. We have Fraser Lake at 170, Hart Highlands 600. Congratulations to Garnet, Carrie, and Ava from Hart Highlands. A great game today from Mason, Logan, and Ariana from Fraser Lake.
Hart Highlands wins this week's game, and they move on to the second round. Join us on our next show for our first quarterfinal as the Heather Park Highlanders take on the Heather Park Heroes. QuizMe, presented by CNC.